Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike, currently being directed by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the biggest questions of all is, of course, exactly how will J.J. Abrams close the entire Skywalker saga and essentially end everything that started all from Star Wars Episode 1 all the way up until this episode. It is indeed a huge task by J.J. Abrams that he really does have to complete in a very unique and satisfying way in order to make a majority of Star Wars fans happy around the globe. Now, a lot of people have been talking about John Williams and his involvement in Episode 9, and what's really interesting and exciting to me is that apparently John Williams is in negotiations with J.J. Abrams and crew of actually composing a track dedicated to Leia during the very ending of the third act of this movie that he will begin later in 2019. A whole entire track dedicated to the character of both Leia and Carrie Fisher. Now, that to me, honestly, is very heartwarming if John Williams pulls through with this, because not only would it be a great send-off for the character of Leia, but also it would be a great way to honor Carrie Fisher. Again, I think a lot of people are forgetting the fact that this is going to be Carrie Fisher's final film that she will ever appear in, because they're using unused footage from both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Now, yes, sure, she didn't film any scenes while she was alive for Episode 9, she wasn't filming anything, but they used a lot of unused footage from the past two films, and they have an abundance of that apparently. So, what's really great about John Williams is that we also know, we went over this a couple of days ago, is that apparently John Williams will also be dedicating a whole entire track to the trailer itself for Star Wars Episode 9. So the trailer that we're going to actually see next year will have a whole entire track by John Williams dedicated to that footage that will be a mixture of the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy elements combined into one. Now, that to me is another thing to look forward to. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with me, but when it comes to music in a movie, and especially in a Star Wars movie, I think at least 38, maybe 40% of, the emotions that you feel out of a Star Wars film and how it actually makes everything seem on screen has all to do with the music. The music really does play a huge role in exactly kind of letting the audience know what the characters are feeling and what they are going through. So Williams, how he's going to be doing a track apparently for the character of Leia and in honor of Carrie Fisher, I think is just such a heartwarming thing to do for Star Wars Episode 9. Again, this is going to be a special movie for Carrie. This is the last and final film that she will be appearing in. I know it's kind of surreal, just thinking the fact that she's not with us. I mean, one of our main cast members of the original trilogy passed away a couple of years ago, and it just was shocking at the time. It really was. Nobody expected this to happen. We were all expecting her to be at all the different press events for The Last Jedi, and unfortunately we didn't get to see that. But thankfully, she will have a role in Episode 9 as General Leia. We can all thank J.J. Abrams and Carrie Fisher's family, her brother, and even her daughter for making this all happen, Billy Lord. I'm really very much, happy the fact that they actually gave her a story in Star Wars Episode 9, how they originally intended to do anyway. Though it may not be as big as it used to be, in the original script for Leia, she was supposed to be the prominent role in that movie like Luke and Han in Episode 7 and 8. But she will have a nice role in this film. So John Williams doing a track for the ending of the third act of the movie that will be associated with Leia and Carrie Fisher. So is this a new theme song? Is this a new track doing, something between two different characters? Maybe it's for when Leia actually gets to see her son Ben Solo, perhaps. Maybe it's a theme for something like that, some kind of shocking scene that's to come in this movie. Not quite sure. But anyways, guys, I would love to hear your input below in the comment section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.